In my career, in my life as a martial arts uh, figure, grandmaster, founding father of the system of Jinindo, there are many people that admire me and have for many years and even presently for the what I call small accomplishments in my martial arts career. And I appreciate that very much because I've worked hard. And it's going on 53 years in the martial arts for me since I began this journey. And it is indeed a journey. And I have not ceased. Uh, Through it all, as they say. And even with osteoarthritis in my hips and some other medical issues, I continue to teach and I continue to train within the confines of those limitations. But as a martial arts grandmaster and founder of my system, still living, I still believe I'm vibrant enough. Uh, the legacy that I leave behind, I would hope to leave it with someone who is like minded and who will not bastardize my system. And I'm not personifying anyone, I'm not beating up on anyone, I'm not inferencing anyone. I'm just saying anyone to walk in my footsteps have to hold some, if not most, of my values. First of all, um, and I speak to my shame as a human being, I've made mistakes, poor decisions in my life as a human being, uh, bad decisions, and I've corrected them for the most part. But one of the foundational things about me, one of the core things about me is that I don't do drugs. Don't believe in it. No marijuana, no any other drug, mind altering drugs. Don't need it. Never have, never done it. I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't need comfort in some vice. I've never done it. Never will. I'm 63 almost. Why start now? You know, I never have done it before. I never saw a purpose in it. I don't need a crutch. And I've never been a drinker, never drank alcohol, uh, recreationally, never hung with the group, no beers, no wine, no coolers, no liquor, none of that. I don't hang in bars, I don't do any of those things. So anyone that follows me in my footsteps has to be just like me. For the most part, now I know you can't be me, or they can't be me, but you have to hold fast those values fundamentally. I'm not a womanizer, I don't chase women all over the place. I remember a young minister years ago, or when I was young as a minister, he was older than I was, very much older than I was. An expression he always used, he said, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. And that's how I am. That's how I live my life. Uh, I have principles that I hold fast to. And anyone representing me must maintain those same basic principles. And if you don't, you can't stand in my place. And even if it takes me going to my grave with the knowledge that I have, and I have a lot of knowledge as it relates to this subject, uh, and my system, I should say, I don't want anyone to misrepresent that thing that I hold dear and sacred in my martial arts system of Jinindo. So if you feel like you have to go and get a drink pretty regular because you can't cope with life, or you have to go have your Newports or your Marlboros or your Winstons or your Cool 100s or your cigars and your blunts and your marijuana, even if they made it legal in this state, it doesn't matter. I still don't subscribe to that stuff. And if anyone that's in my ranks were doing that, and you're watching this video right now, of course I'm talking to you. And I'm not pointing anybody out. I'm not saying that this is true or not true. I'm just saying it can be in the future. It can be in the near future or the distant future. If you see this video, just know I don't tolerate that. And I don't stand for that. That's not who I am. It's not who I have ever been. I am a martial artist from the old school. Now, I know there's some old school martial arts instructors in time past who caroused and did various things and so forth, if the truth be told, and they partied and this kind of stuff. That's not me. Never has been me and never shall be me. I stand firmly on the thing that I say that I represent. And that's the true martial arts system of Jinindo. That was it, and that was all. I didn't want to waste your time. I just wanted to make a point about leaving a legacy. And you are the leader. And that's who I am and what I am. So you have to be the first and perfect example of that thing that you say you are in order to put a lasting impression on your students, those that are going to be following you in the future. That was it. This is Grandmaster Reginald Stroud Sr., affectionately known as Brother Teacher.